Join me, 48 Hours correspondent Erin Moriarty, on my podcast, My Life of Crime, as I take on true crime investigations like no other. This season, I'm looking into the labyrinth of crime and secrets within families. I'm cutting straight to the evidence and talking to the people directly involved, including investigators and the families of victims. Listen to My Life of Crime with Erin Moriarty wherever you get your podcasts.
Alright, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show. In today's episode, to anybody out there that got long nails, and I'm not talking about like, like the nails that are not like super long, like you ain't trying to end up like in a Guinness World Record book, like no, like if it's nails where it's like, you got kind of like some like Black Panther type nails or something, like they don't stick out too far. Like nails, alright, here's the thing. Nails should not be longer than your hand, all right? Or even longer than your finger, all right? Let's just, like, shorten it up. It should not be longer than your finger. As soon as the nail gets longer than your fingers, nah, bro, you gotta cut them off. Like, you gotta trim it, do something, but it trips me out where people have, like, these super long nails, bro. I mean, nails, like, where it's like nasty almost. Not even almost. Like it's full blown. Like no, the thing is this: when your nail starts changing into a yellowish color, like it looks like the bottom of an Air Jordan 11. Nah, bro, you gonna have to cut that mess off. Do something, but it's bruh, like it, cause I know like some people they'll call it like I don't know if I'm allowed to say it, cause I don't know what's against the guidelines and what's not against the guidelines with a podcast, but I guess like the explicit name that some people will call like a nail, their pinky nail is their cocaine nail. And I'm like, bruh, no, that's a Fear Factor nail. Like that's a nail that should be sold off in Lowe's or Home Depot. Like, nah, bro, even then it's just, at least with those nails, like in a store, it's clean. Like, what's your excuse? Like, it shows me that people don't wash their hands properly, or they're just touching on a lot of different things throughout the day. But it's like, fam, your nails should not look like that. Like, no, I'm telling you, the first time I remember I seen somebody with super long nails, and just like, I mean, I've seen it in real life, I've seen it on TV shows, but it all started with the TV show, My Strange Addiction. And there is a woman on there. Well, I think there, I might have been looking through a Guinness World Record book, but I guess like actually seeing, how bad it is for you. Like, you can't do a lot of different things throughout the day. Like, you're gonna need some sort of assistance and stuff. But anyways, so the woman on My Strange Addiction, she had an addiction to long nails. She wanted her nails to just be super long for no reason. And the thing is like, I don't think you understand and realize, like, you're limiting yourself to a lot of stuff. So, like, why? It curls around. It looks nasty at some point in time. And then, so anyways, the part that confused me was that she wanted to go bowling. Now, for those that have never been bowling before, I feel like a lot of people most likely have been bowling at some point in time in their life. You've either have seen it or you have actually participated in a bowling event, whether it was a competition or you going there with friends and family, something. But people know how bowling is. If not, I'll probably will at some point in time do a bowling video, alright? But anyways, she decided that she wanted to go bowling. Now, I must remind you, she got long nails. Toenails included. It ain't just with her fingers, it was her toenails and her hand nails, right? So she wanted to go bowling. And she gets there, and they're like, ma'am, we don't have, like, no shoes. I think that's what it was, that they, of course, they're not going to have no shoes of that size, where it's like, because her toenails, it wasn't like it was, like, somewhat long. No, it was long, bro. Like, nah, she should have chopped that mess off a long time ago, all right? So, anyways, she goes, and she had to, like, hold the bowling ball in a certain position, and she had to tape the bowling shoes around her feet. Now, if you're having to go through all of that just to play bowling, I think that's a clear sign that you got to cut that mess off. Like, that makes no sense to me that you will set yourself up for failure that badly just to go bowling. Like, nah, fam. Like, how, my thing is this, and I think that's like the main question that we all want answers to, is how do you wipe yourself after you're done using the bathroom? You know, like, you just let it sit there? Do you just, I'm confused by that. Like, that's something where I'm like, nah, fam, you gonna have to explain to America and to the whole world, how do you wipe yourself with long nails? How do you go about your day to day? Because the thing is this, you know, I guess to get a little serious, how do you properly cook your food? And the thing, and I don't think people understand, it's like bacteria builds up on those nails. So I imagine you're cooking, you're doing all these different things, you got these long nails over it, and there's probably steam and heat that's melting off the bacteria into your food, and it's just falling in there. So you're eating germs that's been building up on your nails for probably some time. And I know people probably ask me, like, and if you can kind of somewhat see it in my videos, like, no, I always make sure that my nails, like, do not get longer than the tip of my finger. I don't want them to exceed beyond that point. And I always ensure and make sure, and even with my toes, I'm like, nah, bro, because I'm like, long nails like that, you bound to go through some socks, all right? So you cutting up your socks and all that stuff, but man, it's crazy how, like, people, they allow their nails to grow out that long. And I get, like, it's, if you got, like, a condition where, no, because there's this other TV show that I saw not too long ago, and it was, like, these, people that were getting, like, surgeries done to their feet because, yeah, there was just nails that would just grow crazy on their toes, right? And, oh my God, like, I can't even think of the name of that show, but it was wild. Like, it was one of those things where it was just, man, I truly do feel bad for those people. But then the ones that's just grown it out because they're like, oh, I love how long they get and stuff. I just love, no, you're weird. You are 100% weird for that. And like I said, like, I get if it's a condition, I get if you gotta get surgery done to like that. Okay, cool. I understand that. That's something that I 100% understand. But if you're doing it just to do it, no. Like, I will not trust any person, all right? And no, there's this guy, and that's the whole reason why I'm even doing this podcast episode, because there's this guy at this local gas station I'll go to sometimes, right? And when he handles, like, anything that I'm purchasing, it's just, man, I get scared because he has, like, this long, like, it's a pocket knife nail, bro. That's exactly what it is. It's a pocket knife nail. And it looked like if somebody were to just walk up on him, like it's on his thumb, he doesn't even, like, need a weapon. He just goes and uses his thumb. And it's like, sir, cut that mess off. Like, even, bro, if you just gotta take, like, a tool, some sandpaper, something, just sand it up, cut it off, whatever, bro, I will do it for you. Cause it don't make no sense to me. It's like, now if it's a condition, okay, but if it's not, it's like, bruh, cut that mess off. Cut it off. Cause it don't need to exist. It does not need to exist at all. It was funny. I remember it was one of those, I can't remember what show it was, but there was a woman, she wanted to have, like, the world's longest nails. And so she goes to, it looked like she was at some clothing store. And she's digging in her purse, I guess, trying to find, like, cash or a card or whatever. One of the nails broke. And she was so devastated. And I couldn't help but laugh because I'm like, there's no need for that. If there's anything, I feel like when one person made it into the Guinness World Record book for that, that's the only person that needs to do it. That's the only person that got that type of time. But the fact that not everybody, but there's a lot of people that'll try to imitate that. Where it's like, oh, I gotta get long nails too. No, bruh, you don't. You don't. You don't need it, okay? Nobody in this world, even the first person to ever end up in the Guinness World Record book. Let's just see, like, what's the longest nail up to date. What's the longest nails in the world? Wait, what? why she, oh, okay, I was like, that's a name? What, who named their child why she? I'm like, why? Yeah, why she got her nails super long? Okay, but anyways, why she grew her nails for 24 years. Guinness World Records, Diana Armstrong, USA, has achieved a new record for the longest fingernails ever. Here's why she grew them to an astonishing 42 feet and 10.4 inches. That's 1,306.58 centimeters. That's disgusting. Like, honestly, where do you go? Because, no, you have to, like, hold your hands probably up in the air the whole time. And you got to walk, make sure that they don't close off up in no door or anything. Or you got to, like, walk with them in front of you like it's some horse or something. It's like, no, bruh. Cut that mess off. 42 feet? Bruh, nah, man. That's like almost half of a football field. That's crazy. And it took you 24. Nah, bruh. Like, the thing is this. With me, because that's the reason why I wouldn't do anything like that is because it's just germs. Like, I'm not gonna say like, I mean, I feel like everybody got like a little bit of a germophobia thing about them, where it's like you see somebody doing some nasty stuff in public, you're gonna try to avoid that at all costs. Now, I wouldn't necessarily say that I'm at that point in time of my life where it's like I don't know, like if I see people sneezing and coughing out in public, I'm not gonna look at them and just, like to get hurt, or like I'm offended by them sneezing. I'm like, everybody got to sneeze and cough. I'm like, cover your mouth. But yeah, everybody got sneeze and cough and stuff. So, but anyways, stuff like that, like that's where I feel like the germophobia part of me kicks in, because I'm like, that's just disgusting. I wouldn't do that, yeah, because of the germs they'll build up on it. I'm not going to be able to, like, properly do things. So, like, let's say, for an example, if it's cold outside and I want to wear gloves, can't wear gloves because I got 42 feet long nails sticking to my hands. So, can't use gloves unless I, like, but the thing is like, that's just doing too much, where I know people will probably say some stuff like, oh, we'll cut the tips of the gloves, and then just, that's doing too much. Why not, instead of doing that, to eliminate wasting money on gloves, because I'm like, that's not how you properly use gloves. I'm not going to cut the tips of it just so I can put nails. I could just cut the nails. That seemed like that would be a lot easier than to like just snap them off, cut them down, trim them down and things. But that's literally you carrying a tree. Like, that just doesn't make no sense to me, man. But anyways, so yeah, not gonna be able to do that. Not gonna be able to play video games. Not gonna be able to upload videos. I'm gonna have to have like people do that for me, and most likely gonna have to pay them, because they're gonna get tired of having to come over to my house like, oh, can you do this for me? Can you do that for me? Can you do this? No, man, there's gonna be people, they're gonna be like, nope, unless you pay me. Then I'm like, then I'm gonna have to be wasting my money. And then if I'm going to use the bathroom, then it's like, okay, well, that's gonna be an issue if I got like 42 like not just one, all of my fingers, where all of them have 42 feet long nails on it. And so not gonna be able to properly use the bathroom, number one, number two, or any other numbers that come after it. What else? Not gonna properly be able to take a shower. Not gonna be able to properly wash my hands if I come. Like, and the thing is like, you're literally, with those nails, like, bro, you're literally carrying COVID on those nails, bro. So yeah, let's say this was at the beginning of the pandemic, and I got like some 42 feet long nails, right? Not gonna be able to put on a face mask, so I'm gonna have to literally have a face mask on me at all times, and then try to like maneuver my face. Now I'm like, no, that's doing too much. Not gonna be able to read a book. Not gonna be able to go out in public. Not gonna be able to do anything in private. Not gonna be able to just there's a lot of things that you cannot do with nails like that. You're literally gonna have to have somebody take care of you at all times. That's doing too much. I'm sorry, but no. But I think like the nails though, like, so actually I made a mistake, because with nails, like when they grow after a certain amount of time, like they curl and they kind of twist. It looked like some disgusting curly fries. Like, if that's the best way that I can describe it, that's how I feel like, yeah, people, they're probably just disgusted by curly fries now. Like, every time when they look at curly fries, they just gonna look at long, nasty nails. I apologize for ruining curly fries for anybody, but But no, like they curl up and they twist and stuff. So after like, yeah, so they are 42 feet long, but they're probably like twisting it, or like with it being all twisted up, people probably could like hold their hands up a little bit and then walk. You're scaring children for sure with that. Like, no, if I'm a child and I see somebody with long nails, I'm definitely avoiding them. Like, no, they're not normal. They're not normal, and they cannot be trusted. So yeah, with something like that, nah, fam, you just gotta go on about your business, because I'm like, nope, you cannot be trusted. But to anybody out there with long nails, if it exceeds past your fingertips, now I get if you're doing it for like, like, because I know like there's some women out there where they'll have their nails like slightly long, but not long enough. Like, you're able to type, you're able to hold your phone, you're able to eat, you're able to do a lot of different stuff, right? Like the day-to-day things, you're able to do it still. But once when you cannot, okay, you done cut your butt up, or you done cut your, depending on who you are, you done cut your front side up, all right? You done you done cut yourself just by scratching your body, doing whatever things. You can't eat right, you can't do anything right. If your nails are that long, cut them off. That's it. That's all you gotta do. There should not be no excuses. There shouldn't be any reasons. None of that stuff. Cut the nails, bro, all right? Or ma'am, whoever. But anyways, and that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening. If you're viewing this on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe. And if you're viewing this on a podcast streaming service, make sure you follow or subscribe, however it's set up. Make sure you subscribe to one of my 46 YouTube channels. Follow me on Twitter, TikTok, Twitch, and Instagram at TMossBoss. And make sure you follow my Facebook page at TMossBoss fan page. Also, if you are purchasing any tickets from SeatGeek, make sure you use my promo code TMossBoss. It will knock $20 off your first purchase. Also, if you are purchasing any drinks from Poggers, make sure you use my promo code TMossBoss. It will knock 10% off of your next purchase. And if you are purchasing any covers from Fatal Grips, make sure you also use my same promo code TMossBoss. It will knock 10% off of your first purchase. Now, I know I did say that I have SeatGeek and Poggers in my description on Twitter, but I think I did. I'll have to post it like a video, or post it like on Instagram or something about Fatal Grips. But yeah, Fatal Grips, it's like they have like grips for your controller, like for the analog sticks, and they also have like PlayStation covers. It looked like they had like covers for the Nintendo Switch. Yeah, they got a lot of different stuff on there. I think Xbox too. So go check them out. And in the meantime, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening, and peace.